Hey guys, Sean Terry here, flip2freedom.com. Hope you're doing well. So what do you do when you get bad news? Now, I get bad news. Everybody gets bad news. And let's say you get some bad news, and maybe it's a financial thing that happens, and you got bills that are coming up next week, and you're trying to figure out how to pay them. You don't have the money right now. You don't know the channel that the money's going to come from, and now you're stressed and you're worried and you're wondering what you're going to do, and you have obligations. What are you going to do in that situation? Or maybe, you have a child that's kind of going south and they're making bad decisions and you're worried about what they're going to do. Maybe you're having a marriage situation. You're worried about what's going to happen in the future with your marriage. Are you going to split? Are you going to stay together? And you're stressing out about it. You can't sleep about it. Or maybe you got a bad diagnosis. And you're worried about your health in your future. We all get bad news, and some news can be worse than other news that we get. But how do we, when we live in this fallen world, we're going to get this bad news, and what do we do with it and how we handle it? So this morning, actually every morning around 5 o'clock, I do my morning ritual, which I encourage everybody. I've talked about it on my channel before. The morning ritual is, I breathe Jesus Calling, which is a great app. I highly recommend it. And also I have the Bible app, and I do other plans and stuff like that. But I opened up in my Bible app this morning, and this verse came up. And it just was absolutely perfect. And it's weird how God speaks to you absolutely perfect right when you're going through something, some news comes in your life. So, and I didn't turn to this verse. I don't know how it came up in my Bible app, but it just did. But it's John 14:1. And this is the Amplified version, right? And he says, basically it says, do not let your heart be troubled, right? In the Amplified version, it says, afraid or cowardly. So do not let your heart be troubled. So you're afraid of this future thing that's going to happen, and you're kind of worried about this future thing, and we kind of project that fear into the future of what might happen, whether it be with finances or family or situations or job, or maybe you're worried about your job, you're going to get laid off or something's happening. So we're our heart's troubled, and we're kind of turmoiling, and we're stressing, and we're thinking about it. We're kind of holding on to that stress, and it's really causing us to lose our joy and lose our excitement about life because we're worried about this thing. So as we continue, it says, believe, and it says, quotes, confidently in God and trust in him. Now check out these quotes that come next, right? So believe in God confidently and trust in him. And here it says have faith. And Amplified, if you read the Amplified version, you'll see it has like quotes and brackets around it and stuff, and it gives additional meaning to the text. So it says, believe in God and trust in him. And in those brackets, it says, have faith, right? So you have to have faith. Put faith in God. So you take the situation, the event, the circumstance, the bad news, and you have faith in God. So you faith that God will solve the problem. God will take on that burden. Now, in other parts of the Bible, it says, cast your burden on God. In this one, it says, have faith in God, right? Hold on to it, right? Hold on to that faith. Trust in him and hold on that it is true, right? And it says, rely on it. Rely on that faith. Rely on that trust. Rely in that trust in him, and keep going. Now, I thought that was an interesting, because you have faith, you're holding on to that faith, you rely on it, you rely on that faith. Now, what happens when you rely on somebody? Have you ever had someone that maybe at work or so, and you give them a task and you can rely on them for that task to get completed? Or maybe you're at home and you have your spouse and you give them something important to take care of, and you can rely that they're going to take care of that certain thing. So this is saying to believe in God and trust in him and rely on him. Rely on giving that to him, casting that burden onto God, and relying that he is going to take care of it, and having confidence that he is going to take care of that situation. And it's going to be different than you expect. It's, as you look down the line, it's probably going to be better than you expect. But we can cast that burden. We can rely on him. We can have confidence. Now, here's the interesting thing. He says, keep going. What does that mean? Keep moving forward. Keep going. Don't, sometimes we get a problem or a situation or event like we're talking about here, and we tend to recoil and stop what we're doing. We tend to kind of go recluse or go into a ball or, stop what we're doing, stop the positive action that we're moving. Maybe you're trying, attempting something new, attempting a new project, attempting, a new career or a new thing, and you've hit a roadblock in a situation. You got this bad news coming up, and all of a sudden now, you're kind of freaking out because you're on this path, and now you kind of recluse and you stop moving forward. You stop making that forward progress. What it says here is, believe in God 100% confidently. Have faith, hold on to it, rely on it, and keep going. Keep moving forward, right? You don't want the devil to win. You don't want the evil to win, right? And this thing going on, you want to keep moving, press forward through it, right? And it also says, believe in me. Now, this is, Jesus spoke this. This is in red in the Bible. So it's, we know it's critically important. But, I just wanted to share that with you because, everybody goes through stuff in this world, especially with everything going on with the world right now. And what might come on in the future. But when you have this situation, just look at it. Give it to God. Say, God, give it to him. Give that problem, that situation, that event, that person, give it to God and rely and have trust and confidence, and let your heart not be troubled. Do not worry. Do not stress. Do not have peace, and cast it. And now here's the other interesting thing. Be thankful for it. Give thanks for the problem. Give thanks for the situation. Give thanks for the event that, you first know this verse, right? And you believe in God and you can give it to him and have peace within the situation. You can keep moving forward and be grateful and thankful for where you are right now. And if you do that, guess what? God always, every time, every single time in my life, and I can be a testament to you and say it, he has always come through every time. And it's different and better than I've ever expected. So I want this message to hit you today. Maybe you're going through stuff, and just like I do almost, every day, every other day, there's situations, right? But I hope it hits you in a way where, you can have peace and you can cast that burden on God. And you can have faith and trust in him, rely on him, and know that your heart does not have to be troubled, and you can be grateful and thankful for the situation. And guess what? A month from now, 2 months from now, you're not even going to think about the situation. It's going to be a better, and I hope this helps through the process. So God bless. Praying for you. Have an awesome day. Take care.
I can't take no loss, yeah. I don't even know what it costs, yeah. I hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off, yeah. Run it.